Good morning and welcome aboard. We're getting all set up here for the trading morning. We're scalping the S&P 500 E-mini. We're looking to pick up 2 points plus in each trade. We're looking to do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. We do this from 9 a.m. to 11:30 Eastern time. We get rolling here pretty close to the cash open. The cash open is at 9:30. Right now it's 9:16. Your trade along host will pop in. We'll take over the session. We're here trading days. This is an educational only format. If you are looking to start out in trading and start off on the right foot, we're here for you. We can set you up with a trading platform or point you in the right direction for a trading platform. We can help you get set up to have a funded trading account. So ask in the webinar chat area. If you're coming in from the outside, pop in eminitradealong.com. Got a nice group of people in here today. Got a few more people popping in. This is an opportunity for you to learn how to trade, stand up as a trader on your own, become the best trader you can be. And we look to help you with that. If you don't have a trading platform, we can set you up with one. If you don't know how to trade, we can teach you. The methodology that we put to use here is called price action. Price action, in our humble opinion, is a tried and true trading methodology. It can be taught. It can be learned. It takes discipline on your part. It takes time and effort on your trading coach's part. First thing we do is set you up with a trading platform with charts, set you up with order entry, so that you can practice trade, and practice trade. When you do that in simulation, really start to develop what we call a sixth sense in trading, where you've learned how to trade, and then you also can apply it. And then reapply it. Hey, Nathan or Paul, you got to sign up for our service. Kevin, let me know where you are. I'm going to put out the opportunity. It's nominal. It's right now it's on for $150 a month. I just posted it in the chat area. Make sure you review it and sign up now so that you don't get, we're not sure how we're going to deal with those that haven't signed up yet. I think we're just going to pop them out. So let us know where you stand. That's probably a good thing. Hey, Kevin. Let us know where you stand with signing up. If we don't hear from you or we think you don't care, then we'll just exit you from our service. Give us some feedback. Again, if you're coming in from the outside, eminitradealong.com, eminitradealong.com. This is E-mini coaching for new traders to get set up to trade, experienced traders to do better at their trading today. All it gives out, your trade along host gives out a series of levels tucked up to the cash open for validity for this morning's trade. It's going to give you a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. We're going to go through the morning session together. Write down the levels if you get them in audio. It's going to give you a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of the pivot. Hey, Kevin, why don't we do this? Since it's only $150 a month, right? Usually it's $400. That's the regular price. Right now we have it on special because of some relationships that we have at $150. If you get the $150, you get to keep it. Why don't we do that by the end of this week? Should give you enough time. It's not like we're asking for a lot of money here. We just want to make sure that people are accounted for and thanking their trade along host. It's like a tip. You know, it's crazy. I go out and I buy a couple sandwiches at the deli and it's $50. I mean, it's crazy. So $150 is nothing. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. Especially for the services being provided. Giving people the opportunity to stand on your own 2 feet and become an active trader. It's like having your own business. And this is a leg into that business. So we're an affiliate of Top Step. So this is a separate opportunity for traders that really want to concentrate on trading one thing and doing it well and looking to pass their combine. So we have traders in here that are trading their own money and traders that have been trading their own money for a long time and value this service. I think the first thing you should think about when you're coming into this service is the levels. Now, the levels themselves are levels that, as you pay attention, you'll quickly pick up that these levels are very good. And they give you a leg up when it comes to your trading on a daily basis. So given that being the case, then just paying for the levels or getting the levels and paying for the levels, if it gives you a trading advantage over other traders by receiving the levels, then they're worth their weight in what? Priceless? Receiving the ability or having the ability to have a trade-along partner that's been trading for 25 years is a veteran of the trading pits in Chicago, is a blessing in itself. Having the ability to have somebody answer your questions, interact based on the trade, the morning session, based on your opportunity or trading, is something that I think that would be very helpful to you and to other individuals out there that are trying and trading up against other traders around the globe. So that's what we do every day. So yes, we are an affiliate of Top Step. You would need, or we would prefer, or we would request that you use our affiliate link to sign up for Top Step so that we're all part of the same family. If you're already signed up for Top Step, that's great. If you haven't passed your combine yet, you might want to switch. It's up to you. And we can arrange that through Dolby time. For Nick Dolby, he's our fearless leader at Top Step. Kevin, that's fine. Appreciate it. And thank you for letting me know. We just want to have feedback. Hey, Robert, let us know how you're making out. Let us know where you're coming from. How you found us. Welcome to E-Mini Coaching, Trade Along for new traders and experienced traders. Every day slugging it out, looking to do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades based on a trading discipline, which you can learn, price action. We can teach it to you, price action. We're here from 9 a.m. to 11:30. At 11 a.m., we do a Q&A. Now, the Q&A is really based on this morning's trade and these services. So if you have a question about how to get the most out of these services, ask at 11 a.m. You can have the mic or you can do it in chat. We'll respond, answer your questions. If it's about the morning session, how the morning session went, how the levels helped us during this morning's trade, particular levels of areas of interest that you might have put trades on or have a question about a particular trade. Very good learning opportunity for you to help reinforce, what you're learning. Hey, Lee, quick sound check for you. I'm going to send out the opportunity to sign up for the service for those that haven't done it yet. Honor your trade along host. It's nominal. It's $150. Dog'em. That's a cool name. This is a subscription service. It's usually $400 a month. Right now it's on for $150, so take advantage of it. As they say in the business acumen, don't be a piker. Honor your trade along host. For those that are coming from the outside, join us live in Zoom. Register, guest pass, free. Come in for a couple days, then sign up. Hillary, how are you today? Welcome aboard. E-mini, tradealong.com. E-mini, tradealong.com. When your trade along host steps in, it's going to give out this morning's levels. That's the roadmap or areas of interest for this morning's trade. That's a leg up to you and a leg up for your host. These are, well, we can call them proprietary levels. These are levels put together by your trade along host based on the experience of price action trading. I think you'll quickly find if you plot them. So let's start from square one. We have traders in here that have their own trading platform. Great. We have traders in here that are looking to pass what we call the combine, which means you're looking to trade somebody else's money, but you have a trading platform. If you're in need of a trading platform, ask, and we can point you in the right direction. If you're interested in trader funding, in other words, you'd like to try your hand at passing the combine and looking to have a funded trading account, we can help you with that. Right now we have your trade along host coming in. When he comes in, he's going to take over the microphone. You're going to go through the morning session with him. Make sure you sign up for this service. Don't be a piker. Coming in from the outside, you know what to do. Come into eminitradealong.com. Join us live in our home base, our home planet. Trade along host takes over. He's going to give out this morning's levels. It's going to be a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. Write these down on your trading pad. Load them into your software. If you don't know how to do that, ask, and we can help you. We can help you learn the entries, exits, and stops and the whys of price action trading based on our trading coaching. So if you're interested in trading coaching, ask. First order of business here is to sign up for the service. If you haven't signed up already, they say shame on you. Let's get you signed up. Post that.
Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me all right?
Good, understand.
All right, I'll give you our levels for this morning. Our pivot this morning is 44.40. 44.40. Support below at 33, 25, 17, 10, and 02. Upside resistance at 47, 54, 63, 74, and 83. Pivot 40, resistance 47, 54, 63, 74, 83. Support at 33, 25, 17, 10, and 02. All right, welcome some of the new folks that are here. We are trading mini S&Ps. We're looking for opportunities to scalp the market. Using the levels we just gave out in addition to any price action opportunities that might occur. And the combination of both of those gives us our trading opportunities as we come up here. We're going to have the 47 area as a little resistance. You can see here over the last, after yesterday's opening, we've pretty much stayed in a very narrow range. And maybe kind of absorbing all the stuff from the Jackson Hole meeting on Friday to waiting for Friday's release of the unemployment number to give us some more direction in the market. So we're just going to probably consolidate here. You can see here we had a very big day, big day on Thursday, followed by another kind of follow through on Friday with the Jackson Hole thing, and then yesterday we just kind of gotten into a little bit of a range. So keep that in mind if you're trading. All right. All right, so we're just kind of bouncing around here a little bit. Got up to our green band there, as you can see, and then bounced off of that here a bit. Again, there are price action opportunities that are occurring. I don't talk about all of those. There's the levels that we give out. Focus more on those during the um, uh, telecast here, whatever call this, and then we just kind of try to see what the market gives us. Yesterday, we had to be a little bit patient. I think if we were patient yesterday, we had to wait a little bit once we got our first trade off the morning. Had to do, kept telling you, let's be patient, and wait for our other level to get triggered. And we finally did get triggered, but it took a while. But nonetheless, it was profitable, and that's all really the market gave us yesterday. A very tight little range, consolidating here a little bit, and we seem to be doing the same thing here today. So we got to remember, as traders, you don't create volatility. All you can do is trade it. And as long as you can remember that, then you have to also remember the fact that sometimes the market will give you many opportunities, sometimes it doesn't. We average about 4 to 5 trades a day. I would say that that's what our average is, and that's what we try to impress on everybody. The keyword is average. All right, there's a little range bound here, kind of both sides of our pivot just a little bit. Again, the green band there is did jump off of that here a little bit. All right. Again, we're just kind of range bound. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Remember that they're waiting probably for unemployment number, which will be released on Friday, to give us some new direction. Continue to, maybe we'll see what happens. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see if there's any numbers coming out this morning. There's actually a number coming out. We have housing price index and consumer confidence coming out, and a JOLTS report all coming out. Well, no, it's a housing price index already came out. Consumer confidence and a JOLTS report coming out here at 9 o'clock at the top of the hour. So maybe that'll give us some direction or not. We'll see where that goes here at top of the hour as we uptick here a touch. Looking at we have 47 as some resistance. Again, it's an area that we're trading. So even though those levels are specific numbers, it's an area around that those levels. We are not perfect here, so obviously we have to take that into consideration. And so I would suggest, if you are trading multiple contracts, to scale in around your these levels if you're trading them. Otherwise, if you're trading just one lot, then just try to find an appropriate entry point that could suffice, make you trade in a comfortable way with your risk tolerance. All right, we're slowly kind of just hanging up here. Definitely range bound. Not really too excited about this trade, but again, remember, unemployment's going to come out on Friday. We have a couple numbers. Consumer confidence number at 9 o'clock could move the market a touch. So we'll see what happens. JOLTS report, which is the job openings and labor turnover survey. Sometimes the Fed looks at it for employment kind of indicators. We'll see if they do anything here later at the top of the hour here. So a couple numbers to hopefully consider. Well, the interesting thing about the prices of the houses is that even though interest rates are pretty high, the and you would think that prices should come down a little bit, counteract the high price of cost of buying a home. But the problem is that most people who refinanced at 3-4%, it'd be hard for them to go find to sell their house and go find cheaper rent because they paid such a low percentage on their refinancing, and so it doesn't behoove them to kind of go sell their house even though prices are high, because it'll cost them more to go rent a place or even find a new place. So that is the weird dynamic with housing prices as we come up here to our 47 area. That's a weird dynamic that the housing market has gotten themselves into. And this is giving the Fed a little bit of a problem here to contain. All right, we're up here against our 47 area. In case you thought I was just talking and didn't realize what we were actually trading. Finally got a move. We'll see where it wants to go. All right, nice little trade there against our 47. Again, we talked about scaling in. Obviously, our first entry point there, well, you know how we do it around here. Well, we take the 46, 47, 48 areas as a scale. And we got filled there on the 46 on the downside. It got up to 46.25, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you got filled there on 46 and it had a very nice rotation. 42.25 here is our settlement price. Definitely a price where I would consider covering and or even trading it, and a nice little rotation off of that. So nice little trade there against our first level. Our resistance, again, we mentioned earlier, we're scaling in around those areas. So we have to, we're not going to be perfect. So hopefully we're able to scale in and get in the lower end. And you had a nice quick 3-point rotation there with absolutely no heat whatsoever. All right, if we want to take the 47, and we'll see if it wants to. You have to wait for the bar to close before I would cancel. As we come back up here, the bar is 5-minute bar isn't closed yet. Once it closes, then the 46 straight up or 47 straight up is a lot more riskier. All right, so keep that in mind if you're trading and you got filled on the lower end and it comes back here and retest. If the bar is still open, I would maybe take the 47 and 48. It depends on your risk tolerance. I keep saying that because everybody here trades a little bit differently. Okay, so if you've made your money on your 46 and you cancel your 47s, totally get that. After all, it worked. And now the bar closed, so it's a lot more tenuous if you're going to go take up the 47, 48 area. All right, so can't complain considering how slow it is to be able to make a few dollars here on the first level. It's pretty good. And now we'll see what it wants to do as we come back up here. If you're going to do anything, maybe the top end, 48, but again, it's a lot riskier considering the level did work. So we'll see what happens here with these numbers coming out here, top of the hour. And next level we have on the upside is up at the 54 area. All right, we continue to uptick here a little bit. Again, if you're going to take this higher level here, it's a lot more riskier. It's the level that worked for us. Otherwise, look for the 54 area above. You're getting some nice rotation there on the top end, the 48, if you're going to do anything. If you're going to do any part of that, you're going to do the 48. Again, everybody here trades his own way, so I'm just suggesting ideas, helping you understand the risk, and then you have to kind of make those decisions on your own going forward. All right, so we're kind of just hanging up here looking at the 54 area nexus and level of resistance on the downside. Support would be around our pivot area there at 40. We already got down to the 42 and a quarter. There was our settlement price that if you were very aggressive, maybe you covered them against the 46 and or got long there. That was a place where you could have gotten long if you wanted to, depending on how aggressive you are. As we continue to uptick, looking at the 54 area next. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. And those of you who might have come in a little bit late, we gave out levels this morning, and we'll put those levels up in the chat here for you to see. And those are the levels that we use as the day goes on. They are there for us to kind of focus in on, and areas that we feel that the market might give us an opportunity to scalp. Like we said, philosophy here is that we don't believe markets go straight up or straight down. We're trying to find those inflection points to create opportunity. No, we don't use volume profile to determine pivots, but we do use, volume to find areas. Market flow profile used to use time as a factor, and they reverted back to, well, they changed back to volume. So if you're talking about that, that's what we're going to use. We're using kind of market profile ideas to help us with the volume areas, give us levels there, which we might or might not use. And if they do match up with some of the technical analysis that we do, then it gives you more confidence in using that area. Uh, the pivot, well, I don't know, 1 month, one-on-one, that would be as we come up here to the 52 area. If you're taking the training course, yes, that'd be correct. As we come up here, like I said, to the 54 area quickly. Again, make sure we keep our stops in place. We're not going to love any trades we put on. And if you don't like how quickly it came up here, the market's giving you choices to take a little bit of a profit here, especially since we got the top end of there at 55. Definitely peel some profits off here. Again, always looking at the market to give you indications of how we're going to trade. And you can peel some profit. There's no reason to say that you have to take get filled on your stop or your entry points. You can always adjust, especially when market kind of gives us fills on top end and the bottom end of our areas that we're focused in on. And if you don't like the volatility and the speed that it get up there, you do it. It's market here at least giving us a choice to lessen the risk. Right? You can lessen the risk. You don't have to get out of the trade, but you can lessen the risk because you don't like the price action. Right? So, yeah, went back down to 53 there. I suggest maybe feeling a little bit off. And now it's coming back here to 54. And you can take a little bit off some more if you have multiple contracts. If you're just kind of see what it wants to do, and then that's fine either, depending on how many contracts you're trading. And if you're trading in one lot and you don't like the price action, you can scratch it too. Well, you could have. Again, everybody here trades differently, and we suggest different ideas as to how to manage a trade, because there's many different ways of doing it. You have to be comfortable with the trade when you put it on so that you don't get out of it too soon, especially if you don't like the price action. You're not always going to work like the first level there when I got down up to 46 and rotated off. So sometimes you have to lessen the risk so that you can manage the trade properly. All right, try. It's working this level for us. And again, we're just kind of hanging here at this level. Market giving you choices on how to manage that a little. We do have a number coming out here in about 10 minutes. Again, we've been here for a bit. If you don't like the price action, it's giving you choices. So trying to work it here a little bit. Again, if you don't like how it's being played, either keep your stop right above or scratch some of them so that you don't, you manage it the right way. And then look for the next opportunity. Still downside support would be around the 41, 42 area. It's trying so hard to give us a little bit of a rotation. Okay, there we go. I had to work that one a lot. Once it got up to that 6 1/4, then stopped and never retested it. Just kind of hung there for a bit. Again, if you lighten the load a little bit, nothing wrong with that. and finally got a little bit of a rotation here. All right. All right, and we're coming back up here to these highs. Maybe you were able to cover some down there at the 52 when we got down there. If you want to try to stay short, have a trailing stop, you can do that. Right now, we're just kind of hanging up here against the 54. Next level of resistance on the upside is up at the 63 area. We do have a number coming out here at the top of the hour in about 7 minutes. All right, market is just kind of hanging up here at these highs. Next level we're looking at is up at the 63 area. Now we're just kind of hanging up here at these levels. Number going to come out here at 9 o'clock could prove it could give us a little bit of some opportunities. We got 63 on the upside. Downside support would be around our pivot area, 40.41. All right, they're kind of flushed down a little bit here. Again, these numbers are coming to be released, so maybe some people are getting out of their positions here, or maybe they have a leak on the number. Who knows? All right, we got a number. A couple of minutes. Let's see if it moves the market. All right, there. I see the number is out now, and we'd like to be flat when the numbers are released because we never know which way they're going to take us. And you can always tell that the number was going to be released because the ladder ticket or the dome got thinned out by a lot. You can see here there's no 100 lots up and down the ladder ticket or the dome, whichever way you want to call it. So if you didn't know that there was a number going to be released and you saw the ladder ticket kind of getting thinned out a little bit, you knew something's up, right? We got resistance up here at the 64 area next, 63 area next. Whoa, there. Got us right up to 64 there and quick rotation. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, that doesn't usually happen, but that was perfect. Wow. That was beautiful. Obviously, you have to have your orders in place. I have 63 was in there, 64 was in there, 62 was in there, and one there. Next thing I know, it's down at 60. Wow, that was beautiful, and that's why sometimes you let these numbers play themselves out. And I had my orders in place. Obviously, my stops were in place as well once my orders got filled. But that was a nice that was a freebie money trade right there. If you got in, obviously, you had to play. You had to have your orders in place. That was pretty. Doesn't happen like that. It's been a long time since that's happened. All right. Well, we did go retest it, trading the after effect of this number. Obviously, we don't like to have positions on when the numbers are released, but the level was far enough away that it gave us a nice little quick opportunity. Went to retest it, got up to 65. Look at the bond market. There, really. Hello. All right. Well, that's a reason. Bonds upticking. That means interest rates might go less. So consumer confidence probably was low. Probably looks like the Fed sees. And nice little rotation here off of that this number. Go right up to our level there and come right off. So if you, again, you have to, I keep saying this, you got to have your orders in place if you are waiting for the opportunity to trade once the number is, once a level is touched. It's kind of hard to, like say, hey, let me get in, but when we're taking our profits, you know what I'm saying? So the retest, though, you could have gotten in on the retest there. You did get up to 65. If you took the retest, again, that's a tougher way to make money on the retest. But that was a nice little trade there. If you did have the orders in place and a nice quick rotation there against it. Again, bond market kind of helping this little rally up here, I think. Almost back to the highs from Thursday after the NVIDIA numbers were released. I think they were very scared Thursday afternoon. That's why you had the big sell-off as to what Powell was going to say Friday. We had the craziness on Friday. And then Monday we come in there and kind of settle down a little bit and slowly rally back up. And this is a continuation rally here from that. All right, so next level upside is 74. Right now, support, if you're a little aggressive, would be around 49 area. Still looking at the 41, 42 as a good support, better support. But right now, 50, 49, 48, 49 area would be our next support level on the downside. Upside resistance would be all the way up at the 74 area. Anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask in the chat. Pretty transparent here as to how we do things. So, okay, market continues to get some legs up here. Next level we're looking at is up at 74. Give you support on the downside. Obviously, the market has to get to the downside to give it that support, but it's not. So it's hard to just jump in and say, I'm just going to buy it here, right? Just because the market's going up. That's the one thing we don't do. And bonds staying strong. 74 area next. Support 48, 49. Kind of in the middle here. Kind of let it do its thing. Okay, continue to uptick here, looking at the 74 area next. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. All right, so those numbers did create some volatility. But that was, again, we don't like to have positions on when numbers are released. Obviously, if you had a position on and you were short, it would not have been too good. So that's why we try to stay away from having any kind of positions. We just never know which way the markets are going to react or the direction of a level. So we just never know how important it's going to be. Sometimes a number that's not important becomes important because the market makes it that way. It's just weird, but it happens. All right. Market staying strong here. So are the bonds. Bonds continue to make new highs. So we continue to make push to the high end here. We're looking at the 74 level next. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Hey, Don, you around? No, the market kind of, trying to turn over here a touch. Support would be around the 48, 49 area. Hey, Don, let me know when you're back. And Brad, can you give me a call? All right. Right. I have to get going. I think Don should be. There he is. Don, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right. Just want to make sure you're here so that I have to take off. Hopefully,
Okay.
I'll be able to talk tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem, but you never know.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you have the 64 here? I mean, 63.
Did I have the 63?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. That was.
I didn't trade it. I was outside moving sprinklers.
No. Well, yeah. They got up there to 64 and bounced right back down to 60, 59 in like a second. Got filled on everything and came back to 60 in a second. It doesn't happen too often. You'll probably find it on your 1 minute chart.
Uh,
All right. Brad, if you can give me a call, Dom, I'll give you let you handle this.
okay.
The consumer confidence number created this little push up here to the upside. And we'll see what happens. I got support here back at 48.49. I got a resistance up here at 74. And I guess I can give you some levels to the upside if you want. I got 93 above 83. You got 93, 45.01, and 10.
Okay.
That should usually put a kibosh on this rally. We'll see. All right, cool. I will talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
Well, let's see. Where are we at here? Next level's going to be up at 74. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. And yes, we'll post the levels in the chat for those that came in late. These are the levels we're running on. Let me add the newer levels to them. Above 83. There we go. These are if you look in the chat, you'll see the levels that we are now using. Coming up to this 74 area. Tell you what, let's see. Okay, we're coming up to our 74. If you are able to get in the 74, you're getting paid off. I'd like to see it rotate all the way back down to 69. Don't know if it will or not. We'll just have to wait and see. But if you're in it around 73.50, you're doing okay. You're getting paid off. You could taking you 2 points. You have a choice to either take some profits, trim some off if you got multiple zone, move your stop, you can scratch it if you want to. I guess this is why they call it trading. Let's see, what do I have up there? 76. The 74 now is going to be more riskier than before, but it's still a play. We got up to 73 and 75, so I would say it's null and void at this point. Then made you 2 points off of it. Let's see. It can go down as far as what I had liked it to, but we got a lot of up momentum in this thing. I had looked to see what everything's up. Even the bonds are up. Next level we have is going to be up at 85. I've got some at 79. Just having a hard time with this one here. It just I can see us coming all the way back down to the 60 area, but I don't know if it's going to or not. But if it did, it wouldn't surprise me. Got up to 75, bounced off of it. I thought we should have rotated back to from the 74 back to at least 69 area, but it didn't. And we're coming up on 9:30. Then we get to see where they're going to send this puppy next. Right now we're waiting. Yes. Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. We're just twiddling our thumbs at the moment, not unless you're doing price action plays, and they're pretty quick. We should retest that test at 71.25. We get above 75 quarter, 75.50, we should go on up to that 79 area. But I still have that 69.70 area below it. I don't know how it's going to react here. I know I've got an area up there, target area like 77, 75, 78 area. But our next level up there is going to be up at 83. There's that 77, 75. We got up to 79. And our next level is going to be at 83. I like 79. We'd have to drop back down to 77 for that 79 to pay off. If you take the 79, you're also going to have to take that 83. Well, if you took the 79, it's going to give you a place to get out here, not make a little profit or something, but you scratch the trade. Like I say, and or if you're going to hold it, you're going to have to take the 79 and the 83s. We are just rotating around. Got up to 82 and a quarter. If you were able to get in, you're getting paid off. I would look to cover some of them around 79. Oh, I'd look to cover. Let's see, 70 or see if they'll take it all the way back down to that 70 area with what you got left. It's if you so choose. Yeah, the levels we have above 83, I'll post them in the chat again. Control V. We have 93, 45, 01, and 10 above the 83. There we go. Like I say, I was still, when we were up there trading that 74 area, I was looking for 69, 70 area. We got down to 71. That's close enough for me anyway. The 83, if you were able to get in up there, you did all right. It gave us a little reason to get in, an area to get in, and kind of like little target areas to go back to. I tried taking that 69 earlier and I had to get out. Didn't work. Then I was Mickey Mousing around with the 74 and I made a little bit and got out. I took the 79s and I also took the 83s. And so once we got below them, I started scaling out. But I told you, if you took the 79, you were also going to have to take the 83s because we were going to get a little overrunning, but we should get a little pullback out of it. And at least that's what I saw. At a minimum, we should have come back to 71 and a quarter. You know, I don't really care. I'm out of the trade. We are just in wait and see mode now. We're back around the 64 area. And 63, 64. So we had Saul had a 63 number in there. And so did I. So we came